On this one, it says Igbo Presidency. 5 Igbo candidates that may give Peter Obi a tough time if he contests in 2023. Alright, the news in detail. While the 2023 elections are still over 2 years away, subtle preparations and lobbies have already been launched by Nigerian politicians to win the hearts and votes of the actors in their separate constituencies. In every part of the country, behind closed doors and in the dead of night, politicians who aspire either to run for elective office or to become kingmakers are talking during these secret sessions. The future of many politicians is determined for good or for evil. The topic of zoning, however, is undoubtedly one of the themes dominating this political conference. In the political sphere, the issue of an Igbo president has been a trending topic for many years. Many politicians believe that giving Igbos the chance to build a president is appropriate as the only place to do so. There is still plenty of opposition in all areas. However, Nnbu, the antagonist, say is not ready. You argue that even if a single candidate provides the seat, office, or position, people cannot construct file or queue. They often argue that the politicians of the zone or area are as normal. They also say that if served by the elevated office, each of the 5 states in the area could generate up to 30 individuals. That is a fair point, and the Igbos themselves seem to accept this challenge. Recently, the former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, accused the city of not valuing itself. You don't know how to treat your own Igbo. All of your rising leaders would rather run down Igbo land is highly affected by pull-down syndrome, and it's unfortunate. Okorocha said, and it's unfortunate. The PDP convention in Jos held in 1998 was used by Igbo leaders who fooled Alex Ekweme late as a classic example. Ekweme was known as the favorite PDP presidential candidate in the lead-up to the presidential elections in 1999. The PDP became the most dominant Nigerian political party, having secured a PDP president. But Nnbu, the top PDP leader, retired for selfish reasons. He should have been Nigeria's president. Having said that, with elections approaching 2023, justice and political equality demanded that all political parties should present Igbo politicians in the 2023 presidential election, only to mitigate Igbo's frustration and the sense of marginalization in their presidential election. There are a number of Igbo candidates who, if this is the case, seem willing to challenge them in the last 5 years. Peter Obi, the former governor of the state of Anambra, has been at the top of this list since leaving office as governor. Peter Obi was being widely advertised as the president of 2023, who could become the first Igbo of the world. On several occasions, Obi has dominated social areas and has grown into a leader in governance and economic matters. Today, he is also the Nigerian politician whom young people would strategically look at. Many young people now believe that Mr. Obi's tenets and dynamism are the qualities needed for Nigeria's next level. Okay, and as it is, nonetheless, while Peter Obi was a key figure in the Igbo president's debate, other influential candidates, one of them being Professor Chukwuma Soludo, former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), may sternly challenge him as senior technical advisor and consultant, and visiting scholar Professor Soludo also taught IMF financial program and policy courses to senior central bank staff in West Africa and other developing regions in 2003. Alright, in 2003, he was named Chief Government Executive Officer of President Obasanjo's Economic Advisor and National Planning Commission (NPC), but he died. He was also the chairman of the team that drafted Nigeria's Economy and Social Reform Program 2003 to 2007. Among other accomplishments in his office during the 10 months in stabilizing the Obasanjo economy, Soludo has played a key role, and many believe he will be a great president who will build jobs and improve the economy. Alright, and another candidate who could challenge Peter Obi for the Igbo seat is the former Federal Republic of Nigeria coordinator Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Dr. Okonjo-Iweala does not have to be brought to Nigeria and is undoubtedly one of the most admired Nigerians, even internationally. In the last decade, she is a specialist in the production of T0UG'H, an African Risk Capacity (ARC) bots for regular chartering banks on several subjects. She works. Muhammad Buhari, president of the World Bank, was recently appointed to lead the WTO by Okonjo-Iweala, formerly managing director of the World Bank and responsible for managing the World Bank's operating portfolio in Africa. When Nigeria needs a president who will prioritize the economy and generate prosperity under her leadership as a finance minister, the Nigerian economy achieved growth of 6% per year. Alright, and Professor Kingsley, Mr. Chiedu Mogalu, is an experienced politician with an emphasis on international affairs. He is also a writer and lecturer. The former high official at the United Nations was nationally aware of the difficulty of becoming president during the 2019 election. He was seen many times as a candidate for the future, but no one could say that the future means 2023. While Professor Kingsley Chiedu Mogalu is optimistic that he will win in 2023, although he lost, many still consider him one of the most vibrant and intelligent band in his career. The two-term deputy president of the Senate also is undoubtedly one of the leading Southeast politicians, and if the candidate is untimely zoned in the region, he will definitely be among those to be considered for the job. Alright, another Igbo politician ready to make a difference is Obi Ezekwesili. She was a presidential candidate in the last election before she prematurely retired. If the politician wishes to relegate her location to the southeast, her honesty and vibrancy makes her a top candidate. All right, and that has been said so far on this one. Well, meanwhile, there's been a lot of reactions also on social media onto this one, and it is said that, well, so you didn't mention T0UG'H, my brother. Dave is the biggest threat. Just watch and see your miscalculations in due course. Okay, and somebody has said that in all these names that you have mentioned so far, you should try and remember, you should have even mentioned T0UG'H, the governor of Ebonyi State right now. Well, and let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, someone who has said they should mention the name T0UG'H. Remember, T0UG'H has said that politically, in fact, as far as the presidential election is concerned, that he is not even ready to contest for any post like that. Well, and meanwhile, a lot of people have said that forget T0UG'H. T0UG'H it's a game player. He's a cunning man that is his main aim of defecting to APC is because he wants to become the next president come 2023. Well, that has been said so far on that. Well, what more can I say? Meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.